Hello, you've been handed an original prose and poetry ballot. Now, in the case of original prose and poetry, the speaker will deliver their original work consisting of prose, poetry, or a combination of both. The prose is a short story, a narrative, or possibly a conversation with sentences and paragraphs that follow common grammatical form. The poetry would have more of a metered pace, but not always rhyming. There will be no visual aids. The pieces are generally 8 to 10 minutes long. As in any other round, you will take roll call first. If anyone is double entered, please let them go first so they have a chance to get to their next round. You will not be giving time signals, but you will be keeping time so you can record it later. You will first announce the first speaker. They will come up to the front of the room, they will perform their piece, and after the speaker is finished, wait for applause, thank them, and take a moment to write any additional comments on your ballot. Then send them on to their next round. Using the list, call the next speaker, and so on until the last speaker has spoken. During each speech, remember to provide as much written feedback as you can. Note you can always add additional comments later. After the last speaker has spoken, wish them all luck and send them to the next round. So, the structure of an original prose and poetry usually begins with a teaser, sorry, the beginning of which is basically the beginning of the piece. There will also be a possible introduction, which will show other published literature and explain the significance of the piece. The body, which is the main part of the literature, and so on. So what are some of the things that you may look for when judging an original prose and poetry? First of all, does the speaker state a clear thesis? Does the speaker explain the significance of the subject or the topic, or what theme they're using? Does the introduction have a attention getter or a small story so you can relate? And is it a good start? Did the speaker come out with perfect knowledge of what they were talking about? Some of the other possible questions you may ask yourself: was the piece original or something you've heard before? Was the writing creative? Was there prose and poetry? Was there smooth transitions between the two? How were the word choices? Did they create a strong image, something you could see? Was the main character distinctive? Could you tell the difference if they used multiple characters? What stood out in the character portrayals? Did the characters seem real? Was the piece memorized in considering their delivery? Was it well rehearsed and polished? If the speaker used notes cards, were they constantly reading from them, or did it seem to flow? How were the vocal deliveries, such as timing, volume, and pace? Were their hand gestures appropriate? Their posture, their movement? How was their energy? Was the pace good? Did it vary? Did the speaker maintain eye contact? These are all things that you can ask yourself when watching one of these pieces. And remember to write as much information as you can. Feedback is greatly appreciated, and it will be very helpful to the speaker and their coach. And remember, nobody wants to see somebody write great job and they give them a 5th place. Tell them what they've done well. Tell them what they can do to improve, and they will thank you for it. And remember, have a good time with this. Thank you.